Everybody, this is Joseph. Welcome to another QML tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to cover a couple things left in the core elements that, before we move on to new libraries, that I totally forgot about. So let's just create a new file. Most of these are utility things, and we'll call this ut. And next, and go back because it's putting it in my anchors animation. Next, finish. Okay, so let's just get started here really quick. Let's, why is it in anchors animation? New. Oh, application. QtQuick 2 UI, choose. I feel silly. Untitled for sure. Finish, finish. Okay, here we go. Hello world thing. Okay, first thing, see how this says QtQuick right here? That we all know what it does, right? But there's a lot more functions besides just quit right there. Let's look at a couple of them. Let's take open URL externally, and we will put in a site here, http://google.com. Save and run this. We click on it, it closes, and Google opens up. Okay, that is one thing. Let's go back over to Qt Creator here. This says created a new window in existing browser. Okay, now this can be used for all sorts of different things like text files. It can be used for music. It can be used for videos. It can be used for all sorts of things. If we actually go and maybe we'll look at a video here really quick that I have in my videos change directory videos, and we would do let's see here, I have QML tutorials. Okay, and we're going to list just to see some of these, and I'm just going to take this one right here. Actually, we'll take one of the screencasts from before. We'll say 39.avi. Okay, copy, and bring that over here, and we will try to make this as fast as possible. Home-Joseph-videos QML tutorials. That is correctly spelt, I think, I hope. Let's try it. And there we go. Hi everybody, welcome to another QML tutorial. Okay, cool. Let's see here, what else did I not do? So let's take this out of here. I know something I didn't do. Let's make a timer. In this timer we have a couple properties that we're going to use. We're actually going to use all of them, so let's just grab all of them really quick. F1, each one of these we'll just grab. C, whoops, I didn't grab the whole thing. Try that again. C, paste. Interval, we're going to say 500th of a millisecond. You can go through the help page and look at this. I'm just trying to get through these as fast as possible. We're going to put true. Running is also going to be set on true. On trigger. So right here we're going to say, we're going to give some ID to this text. We can say time. So we will say on trigger start, and let's give some curly brackets around this. And we should be doing on triggered, I'm pretty sure. Triggered, we're going to set the and there's methods for restart, stop, and start again, but we're doing straight off the bat. We are making it run and making it repeat, so it's already started, and we are going to say time.text is equal. Okay, now we're going to use one of those other ones again. Qt format time. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to say new date. Okay, then we put our little colon thing right here. Okay, so we're saying what time is it right now, the date of it right now. So just as that. Okay, we're gonna print that first. So I'll just comment that out right there. Okay, and we'll say date to string. That's it. Save it, run it, and you'll see it'll actually go up by the second because we have the timer running on seconds, and that's great. But what we were doing before with the let's just get this help page out of here. With this Qt format date time, is we can really get in deep with it. Format date time. We can say after it, we can say like things like we want to get it by the day, and then we want hour, minute, second, and we want it by AM, PM. Wham! Here's the time right now. Okay, so we have like the day and stuff like that. We don't really need that, so we could take that out, you know, and then we'll have a clock. So there's our clock right there, and we can click, right, and it'll still open up our thing for us. All right, so now that we have that, that's done. Now let's make a loader. Okay. Width and the height are going to be the same thing. We don't even need width and height. We could just set the source. Okay, and now the source can be what's called a component. The source can be a lot of things. It could, mainly I use it myself for other files, but you can use components, and we'll get to that maybe if we have time. So let's click right, add new, QtQuick 2 file, choose add me, we're going to call it, and look, we don't have to give it the thing there. It doesn't have to be capitalized, so to say. Keep this rectangle here. Color of the rectangle is set to green. That's great. We don't really need much from it. And we're going to go back over to our untitled part, and we're going to say source is equal to qt.resolve URL. That'll resolve the URL of where you're sitting at already right now. So if you have any trouble sometimes, like, you can use this. If you're not getting the correct path back or something, you can console log the path and then use this and see if it helps. And then there's other ways of doing it also too, but this is just one of them. And of course we called it add me, and it is a QML file. Run it. There we go. And it is not loaded for some reason. It says addme.qml is not found. So obviously I did a spelling error. Now we can run it, and it should be there. There it is. Okay, that's wonderful. Let's close this application. Now let's go down here. Okay, and let's comment out the open URL externally, and we'll say we'll go up to the loader, and so we can look at the help page for the loader, but there's like, you know, status and, you know, progression and, you know, source components and so on and so forth. We're using just source ourselves right now, but something easy to do would be to like set it so that there is no source. We just have an ID for it, ID, and we'll call it loader, right? And then we could go down to onClicked, and we could say loader.source is equal to qt.resolve URL addme.qml. So it doesn't have to be just one single file. We can just over and over and over, and there we go. We click it, it shows up, and our timer is still running great. So let's do a component really quick. So let's make a component. All right, and we're gonna check out the help page. I'm just gonna copy as much as I can from the help page to make this get done. So again, URL destructed, so on and so forth. We're just gonna take this component right here, and we're going to say component, and we're going to just copy this and paste it real quick. Basically, we gave it an ID. We put a rectangle inside of it as its child, okay? And there it is. Okay, now we can say in our loader, right, instead of using just our source, we could use source component. Save and run. Click on it. QString to QML component. Let's just do source. Oh, I know why. I'm ridiculous here. Whoops. Here it is. It's really simple, actually. We are not calling it by its ID. So on our source component, we're just going to call our component by red square. I can't believe I missed that. Paste. Run. click, there's our little red square up there. That's how to use components, and you can make, it's basically like components are just really useful for like if you want to make something inside of a page, you don't want to break it out into another new element or another new page or something like that, or say you have like a bunch of different list views and you want different components for each one of those list views or something. And I mean, this doesn't have to be rectangle. I mean, this could be add me, you know. So yeah, that's basically it. And how to find those utilities I was talking about. If we go to Qt format date time over here underneath our index and search for it, this is our output. There is a lot of these things, as you can see, which is great. You know, you can make rectangles and all sorts of vector things, and it saves a lot of time for me sometimes, and they are cool. One of the cool things that is new in Qt 5 that I noticed was what was it? It was the checking what operating system the thing is running on. There it is, Platform OS right here, right? So that's really cool, you know, and we can check that out right there. Let's use that real quick. Let's go back over to our and this is the last thing, I swear, and we're gonna cut that out, and we're gonna say on clicked Qt dot, and we're gonna say Platform OS, right? And we're gonna say console log. Let's console log that. Alright. Click run. There we go. Code 45 element components. We just get rid of this loader component. Save and run. And click that, and there we go. It knows that I'm on Linux. Alright guys, have a good one. This is Joseph. Take care.